What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Soca Breakdown or Soca Remake. By special request, I'm going to do the song Splinters by Shal Marshall. You guys asked for it. I'm going to show you how he did the percussions for it, how he did the music for it, and then there's this cool effect that he has inside the song itself. I'm going to show you how he did it, alright? But before we continue, I need you guys to like and subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also I'm on Fiverr now. So if you guys need help with any of the reggae, afro, or soca tracks, hit me up on Fiverr and I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. Alright, peace out. Alright, so let's listen to what the final instrumental sounds like. This is the intro. Let's compare it to the original. This is where the chords come in. And this is the chorus. So that's basically the entire song in a nutshell. Everything else is just about arranging, taking off instruments here, taking off instruments there. But let's really dissect this song to see how they created the patterns. And for me, there was something unique about this song which I've never had to do in a soca. Was they had this, I think they call it like a trance gate effect, which is what drives the music underneath the rhythm. So let's listen to that part before we even go into the drum, because for me it was the most difficult thing to understand. All right, so this is what it sounds like. So the song itself is in D major, but this part, this first chord, is actually a D minor. This arpeggio, whatever you call it. Let me show you how I created that first. Right, so I already have two MIDI channels. In Ableton, you use something called the operator, and I just have a regular pad sound, which is this. Any pad sound you could have. Right? So to create this kind of trance or whatever you call it, I don't know, you create an operator MIDI track in Ableton, and then you add an arpeggio on there, just like that. But with the arpeggio, you make sure you put it 1 to 16ths right here, right? So it will sound something like this, right, with arpeggio on it, right? And then on the instrument pad, you want to add a gate. Let's go to audio effects, add a gate. All right, now let's go back to operator for a bit. For time purposes, I'm just going to copy the pattern that I used in the original track, right? So after you record your MIDI notes, which in my case was this. So it sounds like this. Right? You have the basic idea. But you need this sound to also sound like this, right? So to get it to sound like with that effect, you use the gate effect that you just used, bring the floor all the way to 0, and sidechain the operator pad to it, right? Then after, of course, you record your progressions. For time purposes, I'll also just copy and paste this, so I don't have to basically re-record it. For once you record it, this is what you're gonna get, right? You don't hear anything. You don't want anything because you need to adjust the threshold. So you turn off the operator, and then you get this. See? Yeah. Now we don't need it. We don't need it so bright. So all I did, just add some EQ on there. Right. Take off some top ends as well. Take off some low ends, and you get this effect. Just adjust your volume. All right. So that's how I got this. This was the most difficult track for me to to actually get in the entire percussion. But let's break down the music aspect of it. In terms of drums, the first thing we have are the congas. Conga slaps. They go throughout the entire song. So I'm going to play all three patterns for you. So this is the first pattern, and if you notice, I pan it to the right. This is the other pattern. Alright. I mean, I could pan it to my left if I want to create space. And the third one, which is this. See? 1, 2, 3. Alright? This is basically what's driving the rhythm for the verse and the intro. These are my 2 kicks. Of course, if you know me well, I always add 2 kicks because I want different sounds. See? And this is the other kick. It's okay to layer your kicks because at the end of the day you know what sound that you want. But for me to get that heaviness that the original song has, I figured they definitely had 2 kicks underneath them. Alright, so let's listen to what the Rhodes are doing. All the electric pianos are doing is just playing these notes. Same as the bass line. Alright, let's listen to the second part. Same thing. Okay, so let's go to this part. So what comes in this part? In this part, we hear there's iron, right? And some shakers. That's it. This is the shaker pattern. It's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and the conga remains the same. So if you listen to this conga pattern, it sounds almost like the snare pattern sounds the exact same thing as the snare pattern. Alright, then when you add the bass, and that's it. And remember, we have this sound that I showed you how to create, and you have your kick. Now think about it, if you already have this type of bounce with just these instruments, you already have a song. There's no music there, there's not anything much happening there. So let's go to the second, let's go to another part. When you added the chords in this would be D major, G major, and A. Simple. And then the snare comes in for the chorus. So let's listen to the snare pattern. I have 2 snares as well. This is the first one, this is the sound for the second one. Let's go again. Simple snare pattern. This is all the drums. Bass line doesn't change, Rhodes doesn't change. They added a strum underneath the music, and everything else remains the same. This song is very simple. Again, it's the way Shal Marshall wrote the lyrics and the way he's writing the lyrics. That's what makes the song bounce like that. You know, even his melodies are very percussive, I'd say. You know, the way he, from the chorus, you know, melodies. Now, The one issue I had with this song is that when I quantized everything, I realized the song felt different from the original. So here's a trick to what I did to create that kind of push-pull effect to give it a nice bounce. In Ableton, you could add a delay on the track, meaning the time that the track comes in, so the whatever track it is, whether it be snare or whether it be drums, the time that it comes in, so that it would basically come a couple of milliseconds behind the beat, you know. So this is what I just added, like 5 milliseconds behind the beat. I did the same thing for this. I did the same for kick as well. See, if you listen to it with a click, it's slightly behind the beat. And I, believe it or not, I just learned this trick by mistake, because I was wondering why the song wasn't bouncing the way the original was bouncing, because I had everything under one. And then I started playing with the delays, and I realized, hey, but if you put some stuff behind the beat, then you actually get this nice bounce. So I figured I would show you guys this trick. So in future, you could experiment when you're trying it. Just add a little bit of delay in between your tracks and see what you could come up with. Alright, so this is basically what made the song. It's a very easy song, very simple song. The rest of the song basically is the same patterns over and over, but they're just adding and removing from different parts of the song. But these are the core parts that actually made this song. Okay. If you want the files for these songs, I need you guys to visit freesquaremusic.com, you know, and add to my mailing list. And if you like some of these patterns, just let me know, send me a message, and I will personally send the percussion parts to you. I can't send the music because of course it's not my music, but if you guys want help with creating your own soca music, let me know. Alright, also check out my Carnival Rose pack if you need some inspiration when you're doing your own soca music. Also check out Afro Urban if you're into Afro music. I also help you out. Alright, so this has been Soca Breakdown or Soca Remake. This one was Splinters by Shal Marshall. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.